It's time to take off your clothes, enjoy clothes-free living, and join us for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
Welcome to Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, the show that celebrates clothes-free living for all. I'm your host, Frank Stone.
And I'm your correspondent, Lisa Monroe, and I'll be reporting on all things within the naturist community. So it's time to get naked and join us.
And enjoy clothes-free living on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Well, greetings and welcome into Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 118 today. Really glad that you're with us on this Wednesday extravaganza. We're new on Wednesdays. We've only been at this for about a month or so. Every Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern Time. We're still going with every Saturday morning, 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time on Spotify. That hasn't changed. That's still a full 1 hour show with a guest interview on each show. Wednesdays are a whole lot different. There's no time limit at all, no minimum, no maximum, no anything really. We have our agenda, we have our notes, we're ready to go, and we'll start talking, and when we're done, we're done. If it's short of an hour, that's fine. If it's longer than an hour, that's fine. If it's 10 minutes, that's fine. You get the idea. Much more relaxed for these Wednesday shows. We certainly feel it here in the studio, and I'm sure you feel it at home or in your car or at work, wherever you are listening to the show. We've had multiple comments from our listeners on that. You guys just sound like you're having more fun than ever before on a Wednesday. And I suppose that's because we're not up against the clock. We don't have to look at it every 3 seconds to make sure we're on time. We just let her roll. And we literally do not even look at the clock during these Wednesday shows, which takes a whole bunch of layers of stress off. We can just enjoy clothes-free living for all of the right reasons, as we say on every single show. Really glad that you are here. Come on in. The pool is fine, ready to go. The hot tub is fired up. The grill is going full bore. Fruits and vegetables off to the right. Cold drinks off to the left. Hot drinks inside. Remember that hammock is right outside the door on the left. Need a break? Need a nap? That's your place to go. A hammock strung between two trees out there. We have our cigar bar in the back left area of the pool, so help yourself there as well. We're just glad that you're here. And we live together vicariously, celebrating naturism, clothes-free living for all of the right reasons. Truly the way to go. Keep it safe. Don't do anything untoward. Don't go walking down Main Street totally naked. Your day will not end well. We don't advocate for that. Although we should be able to do that because we're not doing anything that's improper or inappropriate. We've talked about this a million times. We were born naked. Everybody was. Nobody was born with a tuxedo on or an evening gown or blue jeans or anything else. We were born clothes-free, meant to stay clothes-free. Society put clothes on us, and here we are. Jeez. So one of these days, it might be tomorrow, it might be 150 billion years from now, we'll be able to walk down Main Street fully clothes-free, and nobody will even give a second look because it will be accepted as normal and natural. It is normal and natural. We just need everybody to accept it as normal and natural. How about that? Well, on today's show, of course, Lisa Monroe will be joining me in just a moment. She's walking through the door as we speak, the door to the studio, by the way. She's been in the office for a while, walking into the studio, getting her headset ready. Lisa and I will talk about a couple of emails that we've recently received from listeners. And also today, finally, after many weeks of on the phone, through email, texting, everything else, Elvis Presley will join us today live in the studio. And he's bringing with him some other folks. You've met them before on the show, Doobie Don, Hicksville Hank, and Aria Andre, the famous opera star from France. They will be here in the middle of our segment together, so you have that to look forward to as well. Well, we are very glad that you're with us, and I don't know about you, but I think I hear some music in the background. Can you hear it? Let's listen together for a moment. Oh, yes, I hear it. I'm sure you hear it, too. That can only mean one thing. It's time for the great, the terrific, the completely over-the-top, fully smiling, fully clothes-free and ready to go, our naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. And here she is, the one and only, the completely over-the-top, fully clothes-free, and fully smiling, our naturism correspondent, Lisa Monroe. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today?
I'm doing terrific, Mike. How about yourself?
Not bad. Enjoying the hot weather, but it's been raining a lot. Like every afternoon it's been raining. So if I don't get out early and enjoy the sun is gone, at least until maybe 6:30, and then it's not the same as it is midday or early, right?
Yes, well, welcome to Florida. This is summertime in Florida, late summer, especially in Florida, because when I lived on the West Coast, every afternoon at 3 o'clock, you could set your clocks by this happening. There would be a humongous thunderstorm buildup, and at lunchtime, when you go out, you would be swimming in the air.
Mm.
And then you come on, this huge thunderstorm would come with major lightning, major issues, and then guess what? Once it was over, it was either extremely cold because the temperature dropped maybe 20 degrees, or it was so humid you couldn't breathe. So you couldn't win for losing. So at least I think over here on the East Coast, it's a little bit better. It's not quite as predictable, and we recover a little bit quicker.
Yeah. Now, when you said West Coast and East Coast, you meant of Florida, right?
Yes,
yeah.
of Florida.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying
Oh, that's
West
all right.
Coast when you're here.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I knew what you meant. Just want to make sure everybody else did. We're not talking about California as opposed to Florida. We're talking Florida, West and East, and life is good from there. You had something, you said you're going to say something to me at the beginning of the show today. Yeah, I didn't ask for details, but go ahead. I think I know what's coming. Go ahead.
Well, I do have a little question for you. Exactly what were you meaning when you said, "Oh, Lisa's dancing out it here. I'm going to do a video so everybody can see it." Seriously? Think you're not, right?
I think what I was thinking is that, when you dance out of here, you go right to the coffee pot and to videotape you making a cup of coffee and us looking at the coffee and wanting some coffee would be good for the show. I think that's what I meant. It's been so long now, I forgot.
Oh, so it was a coffee documentary. Lisa's now in the wild getting coffee or something. Yeah, well, it is in the wild around here, but yes, it's okay. I just, one of these days I'm going to pull that on you.
Yeah, you probably will.
I will.
In all honesty, though, and we've discussed this before, a lot of people are naturists, pure naturists, and we know a lot of them. Some of them will say, but it's not sexual. Well, come on. We are human beings.
Yes, we are.
And I know you, and I'm wired the same way. If you're at the grocery store, you're walking down aisle 5, and there's a good-looking guy there, whatever that means to you, you're going to notice. You'll probably think, wow, there's a good-looking guy, and then you'll move on, and that'll be the end of it. You won't even think about him anymore. But to say, a good-looking guy was right in front of me, I never noticed. That's just not true, right? It can't be.
No, it isn't true. And I mean, any of us who look, naturism is non-sexual. That is not what we're here for, not what we're doing. But as you said, we're all humans. So we all have our own attractions. We all have our own things that we enjoy. And so, you can look. You can always look.
Yeah. As I mentioned before, when you go dancing out of the studio, now I'm facing the door. So over my microphone is your chair and mic. Beyond that is the door. So you get up, you turn around, you start dancing to the door, and I never really see you stop dancing because you dance all the way out the door, dance to the left out of my sight. I will admit you're a pretty good dancer, and it's not a bad view. Now, that doesn't mean I'm sitting here all day thinking about it or stalking you and saying, hey, baby, why don't you? No, it just means for the moment, that was pretty good. And I think the listeners would enjoy a video of that. I know that if I put a video like that, you would do away with me and I would never be heard from again, so it won't happen. But it just struck me at the moment, wouldn't that be great? Our ratings would go through the roof.
I'm not so sure about that. but I'd say they at least look once, maybe, and they go, "Oh no," and then they'll be gone forever. But anyway, just so.
Yeah, totally innocent, just having a little fun.
Yes, absolutely. But it is okay for and I think one thing we have to make sure naturists know, it's okay if they want to if you happen to see someone who's walked into a resort or on the beach and they're attractive or whatever, it's okay to go, oh, they're attractive, and then just walk away. I mean, there's nothing wrong with making the observation. It's the acting on that's always the issue in so many cases.
Now, also to be clear, we don't have guests in the studio. All guests are done
Right.
by, a computer, by Zoom. If we had a guest in the studio and that guest went dancing out of here, I would not make that comment
Of
because
course
I,
not.
I wouldn't know that person well enough. You, I know really well. We've shared a lot of stuff together.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably not much or anything I don't know about you, and same with you. You probably don't. There's probably not much about me you don't know. So we are really familiar with each other. So for me to say that to you, it's fun, and I knew it would be taken well.
Yeah,
But I don't make those comments to other people.
of course.
No,
No, you
that's.
don't.
I guess that's where the line is drawn, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and don't ever do that with Jennifer.
Oh boy. I Boy, so much to say there, but yeah, I'm going to
Yes,
let that one go.
just the
Yeah,
warning. Yes.
yeah. I'm smart enough to know when to not talk, and that's the moment right there. But one of these days, we'll go down that road.
Maybe so.
I wanted to mention when I was talking to Marcel during part one of his interview, I mentioned that you are a really good writer too, and you had listened to the audio version of his book to get a feel for it before I interviewed him,
Mhm.
and you passed along comments. And of course, that prompted a few people writing in, well, why don't we hear more about Lisa? Why don't you interview her as an author? But you've not really turned out any naturism books, but you are a very gifted writer, fairly prolific too, right? And have been doing so for a long time.
I have been writing for years, and I took creative writing in high school. I took creative writing in college, even though I was a science major, because it was something that was always important to me. And then when I got into the work world, let me put it this way: I've written a tremendous number of manuals, of HR manuals, company manuals, procedures, and operations manuals. I developed a marketing program for one company that went nationwide. I wrote it for one division, and the company picked it up and took it nationwide for all their offices. So, I've had a lot of experience from the nonfiction writing, but my love was always fiction. And so I kind of got the bug after a while and started writing, and I'm a major mystery fan. So I have been since I was a little girl. So that's where it started.
Do you write naturism fiction at all? You've not written a naturism fiction book yet, correct?
No, I have not, but I actually did start one.
Okay.
And I haven't finished it yet. It's
All
too
right.
many. Seems as though there's this show that keeps me very, very, very occupied. And so time to write is limited now.
Yeah.
But yes, I did. And of course it's a murder mystery set at a resort. So, and no names, fictional resort, nothing compared to anything here, but it's it's kind of fun because it's kind of work. I'm trying to work kind of the naturism piece into it, and also main character's a police detective, and police department doesn't know that she's naturist until there's a murder there.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden she's there when the cops come. And so she's kind of outed that way. So it's also kind of going to be a situation how she deals and how her captain deals with her naturism. So hopefully it's going to all work out. I may need to enter legal. I don't know.
Well, when you're ready to go, maybe we'll promote that here. But people wanted to know about that. I made the comment, so I guess it makes sense. You do write quite a bit, so I lean on you fairly heavily. If we have a writer, what do you think of this person? Check him out, check her out, and let us know. And you always come back with very clear comments, why it's good or why maybe you better pass on this one. Not that we've passed on anybody
No,
yet.
there hasn't been anyone in that category yet.
No,
So.
no. But if there were, you would tell me.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
At
All
least
right.
in my opinion,
Correct.
that's strictly my opinion based on what I know about writing. So,
Yeah.
however, I do believe there's more than one author in the studio right now. And I believe you have published as well, haven't you?
Well, I don't like to brag.
No, you don't. Of course not.
We got a few knuckleheads out there who think, oh, he just thinks he's God's gift or whatever. No, I really don't. So if I just
No.
keep piling on, yes, I did this, I did that, and they say, oh, there he goes again. Yeah, I am a published author, I think I told you this. I'm not sure. I was thinking about this over the weekend because it's been about 10 years since I've done it. I wrote a weekly newspaper column for about 3 years. Did I tell you that before?
Yes, you did.
I thought I did.
I
Yeah.
knew about that.
Okay. And just for kicks, now it was a local paper. It wasn't like the New York Times or Washington Post. It was a local paper in a town of about 100,000 people. So it wasn't a small town, but it wasn't a New York City or LA
Right.
either. But they were owned by a company. Well, I guess I can just give the company. Gannett owns, I don't know how many newspapers throughout the country. Yeah. And I checked on the daily readership of the Gannett papers, and it's between 10 and 12 million per day. And my columns, while they went in the local paper, they were often picked up by other papers within the Gannett family. So I don't know on any given day who read my writing. They don't give you those numbers, if they even know what the numbers are. I mean, somebody buys a paper. How do they know if they read my article? They don't know.
Sure.
So yeah, I've done quite a bit of writing, career-wise, like you did. Written some books out there, and also a newspaper column. So maybe we should just interview ourselves. What the heck? How's that sound?
I think we've done an awful lot of things. I'm not sure we're a master of anything, but I will say this, that we are very much alike in that, a second idle is not a second that we enjoy. So it's like you have to go do this, you have to learn something else, you have to keep moving, and that's the way nobody catches up with you, I guess. But there's a lot of things that we've done that that maybe other people may think, wow, how could they have time? It's a good question. I'm not sure, but we do it. And hopefully relatively well.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like this show. We get this question maybe once every 2 months now. It's not like it's constantly, we're constantly being bombarded with it. But there's an assumption out there that we have this huge team here putting this show together. You and I talk, and then we're done. We hand it over to somebody else. And before we get to the talking part, somebody else has lined everything up. We just merely show up, turn the mics on, talk, and go home. There is no team here. You and I are the team. Jennifer's piece, and she gets ticked when I say this because she's not really a part of the creative side. She merely keeps me straight. Don't forget, Frank, you have an interview Monday at this time, a meeting with this guy Wednesday at this time. Yep, yeah, okay, thanks, great. She just kind of keeps me on track. Creatively, you and I are the team. We put the show together. We go through the notes. We get everything planned out, and then we do the show. And then you're out of it at that point, because then you turn your attention to creating memes and managing the merchandise and everything else that you do. I then turn my attention to editing, processing, post-producing. All of that is done right here by me in this case, and all the other stuff by you. There is no team beyond the two of us. Somebody said, there is no I, an individual. Well, okay, there are three, but who's counting?
Exactly.
But we don't have a team.
No.
So how do we get it done? Well, we've said that before. We bust our tails. Can't say the other word.
No.
And we accept no excuses. We just get it done. So what did you say a minute ago? No minute can be left idle or something like that? Was that the expression?
Yes, that was the expression.
Yeah, I guess that, the only time we don't do something is you and I have a mutual appreciation for baseball and some other sports as well.
Yes.
So if there's a game on, we'll actually sit down and watch some of that while thinking about, okay, well, as soon as the game's over, I have to do this, I have to do that. So anyway.
Yeah, the mind's never idle, but I will be idle for baseball.
Yeah, definitely so. All right, well, let's move on. Now, we have an email today from Mark. And Mark is from nudeandhappy.com out of France. He's been on the show as a guest before, a big promoter of ours. We promote him as well. And he wrote an email to us, and it starts off with, and Mark's going to be in a little trouble with me.
And me too.
Hi, Jennifer, Lisa, and Frank. I'm in last place in Mark's world. I guess I got to address this, right?
I guess you should, but I think I understand where he's coming from. Ladies first. He's quite the gentleman.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. If you want to go ahead and why don't you just read the entire email after the opening? Hi, Jennifer and Lisa and Frank. I can take it from there.
Since episode 100, I've been running a bit behind on NNN, trying to catch up here and there between work, writing, and, living the nude life. But the announcement of the Wednesday episode lit a fire under me. I didn't want to fall even further behind, so I rushed to squeeze in more listening time. And I'm glad I did.
Wait a minute. There's an exclamation point after that.
Yes, there is.
And I'm glad I did.
Yes.
All right, continue.
Yes. But I'm going to have to go to acting class to get more enunciations, apparently.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. And shall I continue? Yes.
You may.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. It became the perfect excuse to extend my morning workouts by 10 minutes, just so I can enjoy a bit more of your voices and energy. Needless to say, my workouts are, of course, done fully naked. I like this guy. NNN has become one of those little rituals that helps me stay grounded, inspired, and connected to all of our shared naturist lifestyle. Thank you for showing up consistently, keeping it real, and bringing more light to the nudist world. Get nude, stay nude, live nude, and share the nude love. Nudist regards, Mark, Nudist founder and editor, Nude and Happy. And there is a P.S.
Yes, there is.
I have a French friend who knows Andre Aria well. I'll ask him to record what he thinks about him. Stay tuned. It's going to be nudely fun. Ooh, I can't wait to hear that.
I was going to say the same thing. I cannot wait to hear that. Andre is coming in just a few moments.
Yes.
And how do I say this nicely? I think the best way to say it is he thinks very highly of his skills. Is that, I don't want to say too much because then it sounds rude, but he's a very confident person, I would say.
Well, he is French, and and the French are, very, very grounded and think and know that they do things well. And I'm saying that for Mark's benefit. Andre may have, but sometimes if there's this talent that's coming out of them, there's also a look at me, I am French and I am very good. But Andre's not. I mean, Mark's not like that at all.
No.
Mark is a good, great guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a very straight shooter. Yeah, so we appreciate that email from Mark. And
very much.
I got another email, or actually a direct message on Twitter from a guy, and it didn't end up in the regular messages. For some reason, it got sequestered somewhere else in a different part of the messages. I don't know how that works, but he said, it was about 3 weeks ago. I just discovered it over the weekend. But about 3 weeks ago, he said, I just discovered your show. It would be end of July or so. And I'm starting with episode 1. And he went on for a while, highly complimentary. And so I discovered it over the weekend, 3 weeks after he had sent this. So I said, sorry for the delay. And I explained why. I said, how's your listening going? He goes, well, I'm doing the best I can. I'm up to episode 28. Okay, well, he has a long way to go.
Yes, he does. A very long way.
And I said, well, when do you listen? When you're driving to work, at home? And he listens all of the above, at work, while he's driving, while he's doing stuff at home, working in the kitchen, cooking, whatever he does. He's always listening. So he'll get there sooner or later. And now that we have 2 episodes a week, like Mark said, now it kind of lit a fire under Mark because now I can work out more because I have more content to listen to. How about that?
That works for me. And I think it's great. And I also think it's just amazing that these people really embrace the things that we have to say. And basically all we're doing is talking about what's important to them because we found early on that naturists are very communicative and they are letting us know. And that gives us an opportunity to speak to a lot of issues out there that we might not have gotten to because they weren't our issues.
Yeah, very much so. And Lisa, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we have quite the quartet coming in. They're out in the lobby right now. Jennifer is not here today. She's not usually here when we record, but she came to me and said, please don't ask me to stay today. Can I get the heck out of here long before these guys show up? So, okay. So she's not here. They're out there. I'm going to wave them in now. I'm waving them in. So we need to have the show on video. And while they're coming in, we have Elvis, Doobie Don, Hicksville Hank, and Aria Andre making their way in. We should remind our listeners you are listening to Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 118 today. A brand new show every Wednesday at noon Eastern Time and Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And here they come. Just grab a seat there, gentlemen, and I'll put your mics on when we are ready to go. Lisa, I have no idea what's about to happen. Are you ready?
Well, I'm not sure if I am or not, but I'm here. I'm just going to slink into the corner and let you guys do your thing.
All right. Let's welcome to the show. Put the mics on here. The king of rock and roll, the one and only Elvis Presley. Good morning, Elvis. How are you today, sir? I'm doing fine. I'm ready to go anytime, any place. You hit the music, and I'll start singing. Okay. All right. Anything else, Elvis, before I meet these, before we bring these other guys in? No, I'm ready to go. Sorry I missed Miss Jennifer, but Lisa, good to see you anytime, any place. Every time I come here, there's Lisa smiling away.
Well, Elvis, it's good to see you too.
Thank you very much. Nice to see everybody in their naturist costumes. I have my white jumper suit on. It's the way I roll. Hope that's okay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Lisa.
Yeah, it's fine by me. I mean, that's
Yeah.
an iconic look, Elvis,
Yeah.
so it's great.
Yeah, we make no, nothing is mandatory around here, so we're fine. And Elvis, I'll be, well, actually, since we have you and the mic is on, what are you guys doing today? It's a classic song, first brought out by Olivia Newton-John. I did it myself, called Let Me Be There, but we changed the words to Let Me Be Bare. Oh,
Ooh, it should be good.
well, that's the theme of the show, right? And Let Me Be Bare. That's what we want to do. And Lisa, do you agree?
Well, I think so. It might be our new theme song. We never
Yeah.
know.
That's right. All right, Elvis, so you're gonna sing the lead basically. Anytime I show up, I sing the lead. Don't ever forget that. But I am giving the boys some lines, and they get to join me on the chorus every single time. All right. Well, very good. Let's meet the other guys here. Doobie Don is here. Good morning, Don. How are you? Whoa, dude, man. Did somebody just mentioned my name, man? Don, yes. Look at me. Yeah, right across the table, a little to your left. Yes, it is I, Frank. And Lisa is, yes, okay. How are you? Oh, could you come back to me, man, and maybe start with an easier question? I'm going to grab some coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Lisa, these are friends of yours, correct? Other than Elvis, of course.
I'm not sure I should claim them, but yes, they are.
Okay. All right. Okay. Don, we'll come back in a few minutes. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, man. Not quite with it yet. Yeah. Well, yeah, we figured that out. Hicksville Hank, good morning, sir. Yeah, doggone some gun. Glad to be here, boys and ladies. Sorry, Miss Jennifer ain't out there, like Elvis said, but we is ready to go. Let me be bare, 25-8, as you like to say around the studio. That's true.
Yes, and Hank is definitely into the 25-8, trust me.
Yes. Hank is always a little extra exuberant. Hank, is there a reason for that? No, I just enjoy living. I enjoy being alive. Love the coffee y'all serve here and them dang crescent rolls out there. At least did you make those? Them is some delicious crescent rolls, and I appreciate it very much.
No, I did not. I brought those in, so not into making rolls this morning.
It don't matter none. I've already had 5, and I'll probably have 5 more before the day's over. But anyway, that answers your question. That's why I'm just on fire, ready to go. Okay. All right. And we also have from France, and hopefully Mark is listening, from newtonhappy.com.
Yes.
Aria Andre, a very famous opera singer from over there. Nobody knows him over here other than through this show. Andre, how are you today? Oui, always good to be here. Love to see you. Sorry I missed Miss Jennifer. I thought for sure she would have lunch with me today. Lisa, guess what? I'm coming your way after this show. Oh, boy.
Oh my God, I may have other plans, Andre, so I'm terribly sorry. You should have let me know in advance.
Oh, so that is the secret to success around here. I call ahead of time, and then I get a date. Is that how it works?
Well, maybe. You have a better shot. Let's put it that way.
Okay, maybe I will get together with Elvis and Frank after the show. We plan a strategy. Next time, I strike gold. It works for me. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, these guys.
All
okay,
right.
Anyway.
Well, let's get to the music here. Don, are you halfway in the game? Yeah, man. Dude, whoa. Yeah, coffee extra strong. I think I'm okay. I think I can at least last the duration of the song, man. Okay. All right. So we have Elvis Presley here, the king of rock and roll, Doobie Don, Hicksville Hank, Aria Andre, famous opera singer from France, doing Let Me Be Bare. And Elvis, do you start this one off? Anytime, any place. I start every song off, and then eventually I'll turn it over to these guys for a couple of lines. I don't want them to show off too much because I am the king of rock and roll. That's true. Okay.
Yes, he is.
All right, let's get to it. Elvis Presley, Doobie Don, Hicksville Hank, and Aria Andre, and their rendition of Let Me Be Bare. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. We never know what to expect when you guys come in. Lisa, your comments before I go on anymore.
Oh, I tell you that was really good. These guys really get into this very, very much, and it was very enjoyable. I kind of like the lyrics to this. Let me be bear. Yeah, I like that. Let me be bear.
Yeah, I have the sheet in front of me. They gave me the lyrics. Let me take your bra, let me throw your bra and panties into the night. Well, I
Yes,
guess that's pretty direct.
that's pretty darn direct.
And then let me take your shoes, your pants, and your shirt and throw them over there. All I ask is that you let me be bare. Well, it works for me. How about you?
It works for me too. And yeah, that's the whole thing. It's the, just get rid of the clothes and
Yeah.
let's go have a good time.
Yeah.
Enjoy life, enjoy the air, enjoy the freedom.
Yeah, very well said. Well, guys, thank you very much, Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Terrific job, and we thank you very much. Every time I come in, it's a terrific job because I am the king of rock and roll. Well, that's true. I didn't mean it that way. It just, we thank you for being here. Anytime, any place. You want me to sing some more songs today or next time, you just give me a call. Well, okay. How about that, Lisa?
Yeah, it works for me. I think we'd love to have you back.
Yeah, maybe we can get Jennifer next time and make it a quintet instead of a quartet. Do you think she'd join in?
She might, but I'm not sure exactly what she'd have to say, but she might.
Yeah. I don't see that happening. I see her hitting me over the head with a feather or something or a pencil, but not joining in singing. But anyway, Doobie Don, thank you again, and terrific job. Yeah, thanks, man. Once I got rolling, it kind of, happened. We practiced a lot, so I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Yeah, we did. Lisa, any comments to Don?
Well, Don, it's always good to see you, and I'm glad that you woke up enough to participate. And yeah, it was a great job.
Yeah, that's basically the story of my life. I've been hearing it since middle school. Don, wake up and participate. High school, Don, wake up and participate. And just a story of my life. But I always do wake up and participate. So I guess that's how I keep going, man.
I guess it is.
Okay. Hicksville Hank, thank you as well. Yeah, doggone some gun. I'm going to have me 5 more of them crescent rolls with the cinnamon and sugar, and I'm just going to fill myself up. Can I take a cup of coffee with me? Yeah, I don't see why not. Lisa, should we give these guys each a mug? We should have done that last time, but do we have mugs that we can give them?
I think so. I think we have enough in the back to do that. So yes, everybody will go home with a naked, nude, and naturist mug.
Wow. All right, guys. We'll give you each a mug, and you can take it filled with coffee or empty, whatever you want to do. That sounds good. Since you're giving things away, can I get me one of them towels, Lisa? What do you think?
I'll have to check and make sure there's one in the back, and if there is, maybe.
All right.
They go really fast.
All right. Hank, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, anytime. Love coming in to sing. Love singing with Elvis, and had a good time. All right. Very good. And Aria Andre, thank you as well for lending your very deep baritone in the middle there and at the end and all over the place. We love to sing. Ladies love to hear me sing. So when I sing, it's a good day for Aria Andre. It works for me. Oh, boy. Lisa, let's get back to Andre's question. He mentioned something about the two of you going to lunch. Is that going to happen today?
As I said, I may have other plans. So apparently not today. We'll have to work on it later. And Jennifer and I might take him out one day.
Ooh, now that we should videotape. The 3 of you at the local diner having whatever you're having for lunch. I think that'd be fun. Fun and funny.
Oh, it would probably be pretty funny. I might be wearing mashed potatoes I might have from Jennifer if I get her involved, but you never know.
That's true. When she hears this show, that all heck's going to break loose. But anyway, Aria Andre, thank you very much. Oui. Anytime you want me to sing, just give me a day's notice. I fly over, I sing. Life is good. All right. Very good. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. You're free to go. Grab your mugs. They're out there. Where are the mugs?
Maybe they're actually in the storeroom, but we'll guys, just hang on and we'll get them for you in a minute.
Okay, yeah. Can you guys wait in the lobby? When we finish the show, we'll come and get you the mugs. Oui. That sounds good. Hank, are you okay with that? Do you have time? Yeah. If it's going to be a naked nudist and naturist coffee mug, I'm willing to wait all doggone day. Wow, how about that?
Yes. I like his attitude.
Yeah. Don, you're okay? Yeah, I'm not really ready to go anywhere yet. Not quite with it enough to drive, but so yeah, I can wait. No problem. Okay. Elvis, you're okay? I have no place to go until tonight. I have all day. Take your time. All right. Well, very good. Okay. All right. Well, you guys sit there. I'll turn your mics off, and Lisa will get their mugs after the show, if that's okay.
That works for me.
All right. We should point out, after all of that, we are the official podcast of the American Association for Nude Recreation. Are you a member? If so, that's great. But if not, you can become one today. Just go to AANR.com, follow the navigation to membership, and within moments, just like Lisa Monroe is and just like I am, you will become a member of the American Association for Nude Recreation. How about that? Is that a great way to spend a Wednesday, Lisa, or what?
It really is, and it's a great organization. And if you have any interest in being a naturist, this is an organization that you should support because they are working very hard for the naturist community.
Yeah, very much so. We have a couple of comments we wanted to make about the recent annual meeting or summer meeting. I've seen it called different things that was just held earlier this month on the 13th and 14th of August. We will save those for Saturday. Lisa, are you okay with that if we wait till Saturday?
I'm okay with that. I think that's great. We'll do it then.
All right, we'll do that. It's only a few days away, so we'll do that. All right, we have another email from a gentleman who lives in Arizona, but he travels to, I believe it's Minnesota during the summer to be with family, and then he goes back to Arizona when it gets chilly in Minnesota and spends most of his time down there. And he sent an email. Now, I like this guy. He starts off, "Hi, Frank and Lisa." See, he started with me. So now we're back in the game here.
At least he keeps things around here calm.
That's right.
Don't have you throwing things because you weren't first. No.
That's right. If you don't mind, read the first two lines of the first two paragraphs.
I will. Because I really enjoy your podcast. Depending on how busy I am, it may be a couple of days before I listen to it. I have been responding on the Patreon chat, but I hear you reading the emails and thought I would send one.
I'll take it from there. My summer home is a townhome in a 55-plus community. I cannot be nude except at home or at a resort, but this past week, after some of the chat in the past couple of episodes, I have spent more time shirtless. Yes.
Yes.
Good job there.
Yes.
Desert Nude. And if you want to finish up, go right ahead.
Okay, keep up the good work on the episodes. Please refer to me as Desert Nude, as my family does not know I am a nudist. Thanks.
Yeah, the old bugaboo in the naturism community. And Jennifer has been in touch with him. They've talked back and forth. And, I asked her, a little bit about background. She said he didn't really become a nudist until very recently. And, he has adult children and they don't know anything about it. So it's one of those, if you become a naturist, 55 plus, and I don't know his age, but 55 plus, and nobody knows about it, nobody knew you had an interest, do you suddenly spring that on people? That's a tough decision, isn't it?
It's an extremely tough decision. I think we've discussed and touched on that situation before, but how do you do that? It just depends, I guess, on what how your children are and how respectful they are of what you want to do, and just there's so many variables that come into play that it's really tough. So sometimes it's just easier for us to not tell anyone, just enjoy it with like-minded people and keep quiet with the people that are around us.
Yeah, and we've heard it both ways.
Yeah.
We've had people say, I'm 60, I'm 70, I'm 50, whatever, and by golly, from this point forward, I'm going to be naked as all heck. And they'll tell their kids, who are adult kids, you want to come and visit us at the Naked Beach or the Nude Resort? Great, we'll open the gate for you, we'll have you in. Otherwise, don't come and see us because we're going to have our clothes off.
Exactly.
And that they're fine with that, and that's terrific if you can be that open. And sometimes that's worked out well, sometimes it's not, but at least you've made your choice at that point you feel comfortable with. And then you have folks like Desert Nude, well, geez, my son is 40 or whatever he is, and if he finds out for the first time at age 40 his dad loves to be naked, that might not go over well. Whether it goes over with the son or not, who knows, but the son probably has a wife and maybe kids of his own, and now we have all kinds of elements. So it's always tough, and I guess each individual needs to make their own decision, right?
They certainly do. And I think it's one of the reasons that the concept of home naturist is so important to us, is because too many people are naturists like he is. He's in an environment where he can only do it at home for the most part, or resort. And so people need to understand that's okay. It's all right to be a home naturist and enjoy that lifestyle there. If you can expand your ability to enjoy it, that's fabulous. But if not, just enjoy what you have.
He is a member of the Shangri-La Ranch in Arizona. Where Cindy is
Mm-hmm.
runs the place there, and he's the one. I don't know if you remember this. Several episodes ago, he was sitting at the pool on a Saturday listening to our show,
Yes.
and he heard Cindy on the show.
Yes.
And after the show, he went in the office and said, "Hey, I just heard you on the Naked Nudists and Naturist podcast," and they had a good conversation about it. And so that just spread the love of it even more. Now they have a bond simply
Yes.
because she was on the show and he was listening to the show and he was at her resort. Now they've bonded as well. So it's just a great thing, isn't it?
It is. It's wonderful, and to be part of that community and part of that communication level is really important to us as well. And we've heard this from other people before. They've heard the show and they've been to that resort, or that something connects them to other people that they hear on here. So it's really a great thing.
Yeah, it really is. And his opening line there, when he says, "Depending on how busy I am, it might take a couple of days before I listen to it." We get that from people too. This Wednesday's released at 12 noon, Saturday 6 in the morning, and we have tons of listeners who, within seconds of it hitting, they're listening. The numbers start flying in. And then we have other people who say, Wednesday's a bad day for me, but you better believe Thursday, I'm hitting it up, or Saturday, I can't even get to a computer or my phone, and often have to wait till Monday. Well, that's okay too, as long as they listen, right?
Absolutely. And it's kind of fun because we watch, if we take a quick look at the numbers and we see that the current show is doing well, but all of a sudden we see there's tons of people who are listening to prior shows. That's just kind of amazing to me because it seems to snowball. The more shows there are, the more they listen to, and it's just terrific. I love the fact that people are going back to hear the previous shows.
Yeah, very much so. Once they discover it, then they go back and they discover this today, 118. And logic will tell them, you mean they've done 117 shows already? And they'll go back and, they'll start listening from episode 1 right on. And we appreciate that very much.
Yes, very
well,
much.
Lisa, with that, we're going to head for the hills. And while I finish up the show, do you mind getting those coffee mugs for these 4 fine gentlemen who are in the lobby right now waiting?
I will wait out into the lobby and take care of it.
Okay.
If I yell, come get me.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right behind you. And if you have a towel for Hank, so much the better.
Yes, I will see if I can find one.
All right. They came in for free, so whatever we can give them to make them happy to come back sometime. Or do we want them to come back sometime? Maybe we should ask ourselves that.
Well, I think we do. They're pretty fun, and they're great guys, and they have a great sense of humor about what they're doing and fun, and they've always loved doing this. So, it's great.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. All right. You don't mind getting that stuff. I'll finish up the show. And then we will see you on Saturday of this week for episode 119, ready to go.
Absolutely. Everyone, it was great to be with you today, and we'll see you on Saturday, and I'm off to distribute cups.
All right. Have a very a fully clothes-free and fully smiling coffee cup distribution moment in life living until I see you again.
All righty then. You too.
All right.
Bye.
Sounds good. Bye. The very terrific Lisa Monroe, as I've mentioned multiple times. She does it all around here. Our merchandise page helps with these segments. Comes in twice a week now, just going at 25.8. As she goes dancing out of here, and I will make no further comment about that. I like to preserve my health for as long as I can, but we appreciate Lisa Monroe very much. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show. We always appreciate your feedback. Multiple ways to get a hold of us. Our email, nakedforevermore@gmail.com. You can leave a message through our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com. You can reach us through our Spotify page, through our YouTube page. We're all over the place. Certainly direct messages on Twitter. Yes, we still call it Twitter. And Blue Sky, you can reach us there as well. This show is all about giving you what you want and what you need in the world of naturism. So let us know if there's something else you want us to cover, something else you want us to do. Absolutely let us know. And if it's within our abilities to get it done, we certainly will just for you. So please let us know. And on this coming Saturday, August 30, 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time on Spotify, we will be dropping episode 119, which will feature part 2 of my interview with naturism author Marcel Lamoth. Well, you've been listening to Naked Nudists and Naturists, episode 118 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning, 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, and on most Wednesdays, 12 noon Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked and join us again for Naked Nudists and Naturists.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked Nudists and Naturists. Have a great clothes-free day.